Alright, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites. Come out, week in and week out. To prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom known as Babylon the Great, or spiritual Egypt. And we'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Basham, HaKadosh. I just want to say, mention that before we started, there was two cops over there across the street. And today's lesson is about I wrote the dragon, the beast, and Leviathan. So, those are animals, right? Leviathan is a big, giant sea creature like Godzilla, and you could say that. And that is his pet. That's Yahweh's pet. Why does Yahweh have such a mean pet? Have you ever seen anybody that's great with not great things? Like if you could have a pet and you could control a dragon, wouldn't you have a dragon as a pet? Because I have roosters. I have American game fowl and I have a Peruvian game fowl. The Peruvian one's my favorite. Do you know why it's my favorite?
Is it it's the one with the black legs?
Yeah, the one with the black legs is bigger, right? It's bigger, it's got bigger legs, its offspring are bigger. So if we had to survive on just chickens, then I would let my Peruvian rooster step on all the hens to get more chicks so that we can eat. So what I'm trying to say is that the snakes, the dragon, the beast, and Leviathan, they're all assigned by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai different duties. So first we're going to start in so we're going to go to Ezekiel. What is it? Ezekiel 29 and 3. And we got to like I mentioned to you, there was two cops over there and they were just looking at me, and that's when we gave praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I looked at them in their eyes. I made sure that they saw my eyes. I'm not trying to brag or sound tough or anything. That's just what I did. Because they looked at me, they stared me down, so I was like, man, fuck you guys. You guys are, just because you're fucking cops, don't mean shit. Because what I'm saying is, the Lord can put a spirit on you where you take out your own gun and blast yourself in the fucking head. And I'm not just saying that, just to say it. Many kings have been brought down low. So let's put Ezekiel 29 and 3. Speak and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of his river, which hath said, my river is mine own, I have made it for myself. So that is how a ruler speaks, like knowing that the only real terror is Yahweh. This individual, Pharaoh, represents the Pharaoh of ancient Egypt, one that didn't know about Joseph. Basically, they all don't know about Joseph. So let's see, there's the actual Pharaoh, there's presidents of nations, presidents of countries, president of the UN, president of this and that. There's fucking kinds of dragons. And there's something called draconian law. Look that up. Now we're going to start with the scriptures. So I'm going to go to Psalms I, though thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons and covered us with the shadow of death. So what happened here in this place, in this so-called America? Well, Christopher Columbus came with his homies, raped, robbed, murdered, committed pedophilia, all kinds of crazy shit that still continues on to this day. And I know that the majority of society does not condone pedophilia or none of that nasty shit, which led to great evil and wickedness. Psalm 74 and 13. Psalm 74, 13 and 14. Thou didst divide its sea by thy strength. Thou breakest the head of the dragons in the waters. Thou breakest the head of Leviathan in pieces, and givest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. So Yahweh Shem Shai does all things. He makes it all happen. You know, you don't want to be part of that. I got to make this guy an example, because he will make you an example. And we didn't get to it. I got a great example. We didn't get to it in the Spanish sermon. I was getting too carried away with it. But you know, we might try to get it here. I'm gonna have to skip a couple of those precepts. So let's go to Isaiah 27 and 1. Isaiah 27 and 1. In that day, Yahweh Shem Shai with his sword and great strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. So, and that dragon that came out of the sea is just a man, right? So the people that came from the sea are Israelites. Got a little bumblebee here. See, just like this bee is peaceful. But when Christopher Columbus came over here, this bee became hateful, violent. Looks like an Africanized bee. It's kind of dark brown. But anyways, the reason why it's here is because, you know, I'm full of peace. Had I been an Edomite, I probably would have got stung. Let's see. Man. So let's read that one again. Isaiah 27 and 1. In that day, the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, that piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. So what dragon could he be talking about? Well, we're going to go to it. This is in Revelation. It's 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So you got to take that into consideration. Like, I know you're struggling to get it, But a dragon is the highest form of intelligence. Who has the highest form of warfare on the planet? Edom, Esau. So that's what he does, and there's no need to get upset. Oh, I'm not an Edomite. Well, your actions speak different. So in Ezekiel 29:3, speak and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I am against the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of his rivers, which hath said, my river is mine own, and I have made it for myself. So the Lord's comparing Pharaoh to a beast, right? A dragon. And if you're comparing this man to a dragon, it's for a reason, right? Well, what can we say Pharaoh and the dragon share in common? Well, Pharaoh and the dragon are both in the place of rulership. They're at the top of their game. Alright, so now let's go to Genesis 3:1 so I can show you that these people, Edomites, are serpents. So people believe in the serpent people, right? Or the people of the snakes. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtile than any beast of the field, which Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thy power, hath made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So the snake is a liar, right? That serpent is a liar. And we already read Revelation 12, and I believe we did. In Revelation 12:9, it tells you that the serpent and the dragon are one and the same, and it's not really a snake or a dragon, it's a bunch of people. Alright, so this is Revelation 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So now we know that the Lord will identify people as a snake or as a serpent, put him in the place of a beast, just so he can teach you a lesson. Alright, so let's see. Now I'm going to explain to you why Esau is a snake or the serpent, right? Malachi 1:3. And this is God speaking. This is Yahweh Shem Yahushai speaking. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So he's telling you that this nation, these Edomites, they're a group of people that he doesn't like. He doesn't like them at all. And in Genesis 3:1, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. But still, the Bible hasn't given you enough information. Let me help you out. So now we're going to go to Daniel because this beast does exist. It's not just prophesying to telling you people that you're the Lord's chosen people. You know what an Israelite is? So there's people that come from God, which have God's DNA in them, and people that have Satan's DNA. Yeah, you are. So are you Mexican?
Yeah.
So our people had a connection with someone called Kukulkan. Do you know who that is? So Mormons believe that was Jesus in the reincarnation. Kukulkan. So Kukulkan is basically the Mayan or Aztec god.
Oh yeah, I come from Mayan and Aztec.
Yeah, so that man.
Descendant.
Yeah, that man. He was actually Lord, and he came to our people when after he was crucified in Rome. Those are nice dogs. So he came to tell us, look, you guys are following the devil, and let me tell you why it's not a good thing. So right now, basically, if you look at the sign, these are the groups that are the nationalities of God. So the first thing is God is a so-called black-skinned man, right? Because Kukulkan was dark-skinned man, and we were dark-skinned people as well until Christopher Columbus came. Then all of a sudden our skin tone changed because our appetites for mates changed. Let's say, that's my son, by the way. So, you know, he's a little bit lighter than me because his mom's a little bit lighter. So if I would have married a black woman, he would have came out dark. So this man, Esau, is a devil, right? So the first beast would be, do you know who Alexander the Great is? So,
I don't really know too much about the Bible, but I
Okay.
do have a lot of faith in it.
Well, that's all you need.
Yeah.
But especially now in these days, because things are going crazy.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of people that are on the red pill, blue pill, and purple pill, and it's basically women hate men now all of a sudden. Now that's, I'm not saying all women hate men, but at my work, they do.
Because a lot of them are so independent, but yeah, they should respect that.
Yeah. So now let me tell you about being independent. Does being independent from a man make you a bad person? No, but if you're like disrespecting a man, because what happens when war breaks out? Who's gonna protect you, right? So you know it's not that hard, and you know, but it is easy for a woman because a woman all she has to do is be a good wife and have kids. Within you're in. For a man, it's hard. You know, I have to come out and do this. I have to show.
Yeah, but respect is both ways.
Yeah, both.
Because men can be disrespectful
Yeah.
too.
But
But
how
you're
about,
right. You shouldn't. But a woman shouldn't lower her standards and go out her way to make a man feel. any
so I'm
better.
going to give you an example, and this really happened at my work. So I came to help this lady with, she's the director of her department, and I came to help her, and I told her, so my thing is, tell me exactly how you want me to do it. So basically, she told me, you know, why am I dumb, and I had a conversation, I go, I'm just trying to feel important, and she said, you're not important. You're not. She said that in turn. So then I gave the phone back to her worker, and I already decided that I was going to do whatever I was going to do, and then she ended up not liking it. So I told my director, and she told her, because the director's not supposed to be acting like that.
Oh, another time I bought something on eBay. My son bought it on my account, right? And then I'm like, why am I paying $30 for this book? And this book only costs $12. So I wrote to refund it, and he goes, it's not my fault you're being irresponsible and careless and ordered it. And I was like, who are you to be calling me names? First of all, my son ordered it. Second of all, you're charging double what this book is worth, more than double. And then he gave me the discount.
Right.
I mean, he gave me the refund, but after he called me all kinds of names, I was like, what the heck
So
is
the
going
disrespect
on?
is real. Like, we're just trying to be good people,
Yeah.
and everybody's just dissing it.
Yeah, I would have probably told her something like, but wait,
Yeah,
I'm
but I
not
can't.
dumb and I'm not.
So I was just like, you know what? I don't need to tell you to verify who I am. So I just like, all right.
I was like, thank you.
Yeah. And then I had two workers there with me, and they did the same thing for them. So it's just not.
Did they
And everything.
get her in trouble?
So basically, when she
She could.
So what they would say is you picked the wrong person, and then they would have to fire. So they're not going to say they picked the wrong person. They're just going to try to educate them.
Yeah.
So that part of that education is to come back to who you are. So if God told you, you got to respect your man, you probably do it, right?
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Well, yeah.
That is important. That is important. So nobody wants to be, like you call that guy customer service. Hey, how you charge me so much for this?
And then he said, and then he put in his notes that I was trying to scam him, and then after giving the refund, I'm like, excuse me, where do I send the book to? Because I want to return it back to you.
I don't want it.
I don't know what the fuck after you said I
Yeah, so people do that, and what is alarming is that people hate God. Like, that's why people are disrespectful to everybody. Because, like you said, you should show me respect, and I should show you respect. The reason is because God made you. I'm going to respect you, and you're going to respect me. And that's awesome. But these people don't respect you. They don't respect God. Now they don't know that. They might argue, but aren't you basically here trying to wake people up? But that's a conversation for everybody. Everybody can walk by and ask, what's going on. And I'll tell them the same thing, no matter what color you look like. So basically, and another thing is, don't believe what people say. People say, oh, it's all about hate. So what happened is in 1960, one man came up with a sign because he was reading the Bible, and he was a real Jew. His name was Leviathan. And then they decided that they were going to publicize it. So along that line, from then till now, teachers have been coming up and they've been saying things out of the Bible. So people tend to say that we're hate. We're about hate and all this and that. We rape little girls, we don't rape nobody and we don't hate nobody. But the U.S. government has something called the Project Mosquito. So they have like SWAT teams and everything in place. Well, before the world goes to heck, they're going to try to bring us in and all that stuff. But everybody's going to get persecuted in their own way, especially if you believe. So are you prepared for that? Because nobody. Good. Because you probably might not. You already, it's like, yeah, exactly. So the only way they could get better is just to wake up.
Everybody goes against the government.
Well, that's not far-fetched, but the thing is, who gave the government up?
Yeah.
They're giving us up. So, that's just what we're doing. Just so,
I do believe that the world will. And then another thing is they can't control Mother Earth because what's happening in Corcoran.
Oh yeah, the floods too. So that part is it's all basically controlled by the chariots. You know what UFOs are? Like they're chariots, but they're angels in them. Now if you take a look at any picture, like any painting from the 1500s, that's about God, they'll show like little tiny UFOs in the backgrounds, so they're trying to give you a message. They're trying to make you afraid of these things, but they're really here to protect us.
Yeah.
So, right? They're the miracle providers.
The government will make you believe what they want you to believe, and then it's only up to you to believe what you want to believe.
And then another part of that is the people that are in charge of this government, they like to do witchcraft. They like to drink baby blood and all that stuff. Organs and all that stuff. So what would you think if I was the president of this country and I said, go steal 14-year-old's kidneys because I'm dying, or go give me a 15-year-old heart because I'm dying. You're right. So then they won't. Yeah, they won't say that out loud, but if you discover it, it's true because what do they have on your license? Organ donor. You're an organ donor.
I know, I need to change mine. I have mine now. I thought about that the other day. I was like, I gotta change mine. I don't want to be an organ donor. Only if it's gonna go to my family.
Right, and that's the thing. Your family is the children of God.
Yeah.
So you're more valuable than them.
Yeah.
That's why they want to take your body parts.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Go to the yard sale.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like the leopard, which had upon his back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. So that beast is Alexander the Great. The four wings represent Lysimachus, Alexander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. They all took 4 different parts of his kingdom, which is the Indo-European continent, and they took it up. So then they give each other power. So that's what. So now I'm explaining to you why Yahweh will give you a nickname, or because he said your name is Thorn, and my name means that I'm smart, right? I'm intelligent enough to make you think, but I'm also intelligent enough to make you regret it. Basically a smart ass. So the Lord keeps comparing nations to beasts and beasts to nations. So that was a pretty good conversation. So let's go to where is Daniel 76. Now I'm going to explain something to you. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the dragon, beast, Leviathan, and the word dragon goes into the word nakash, with the snake. And then now we're going to go into Numbers 21. Numbers 21 and 6. You see how that lady just came up here? She could have been afraid. She wasn't. So, you know, the thing is, everybody has a part to play. So you think that lady just came over here just to come over here? When the angel tells her to say something about what she came over here to see, she's gonna say it to a bunch of people. And they're all gonna be like, oh man, you gotta go out there and talk to him. Which happens all the time. But now I'm gonna explain something to you. This is Numbers 21 and 6. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. So, you know, those snakes that came, those fiery serpents, are seraphim, or let me see, the word is sharaf, or sharaf, which is Hebrews 8, which is H8314. Now Nakash is 88577. So these snakes are fiery serpents, but they're also agents of Yahweh Shem Shai. So he sent the snakes to kill off the disobedient. So why did he send these snakes? Because Numbers 21 and 5 is and the people spake against Yahweh and against Moses, wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth the light bread. So they're not even happy that they're being saved. They're ungrateful. What if you were stranded somewhere? You didn't have a car, you didn't have, your phone died, and somebody helped you out of that situation. Would you be talking shit about that person? But these people do. And a lot of people do. Now, you might say, well, we don't try to do it. But you're still doing it. Right? So these people, now I'm going to give you a story. Now we're going to start, right? Numbers 21, and I'm going to read a couple of verses and then we're going to end it. And when King Arad the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell the story tell that Israel came by the way of spies. Then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoners. And Israel vowed a vow unto the Lord and said, if thou wilt indeed deliver this people into my hand, I will utterly destroy their cities. So now there's a bargain, right? Are you paying attention? So
Yeah.
like if you need something, you can make a bargain with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. The Most High give you a bargain. These people are saying, deliver us these people, our enemies, and we will destroy their cities. So that's the vow, right? You made a vow, you got to keep it, and there will be a reward. And verse 3, and the Lord hearkened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities, and he called the name of the place Hormah. So now you got an answer. People be praying, they don't get answers. They pray to sweet Jesus, they don't get answers. Some people do, some people don't. But the most important part is that now that you're praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, you gotta know the real names. Because now it's serious business. Now you're not making a request. You're actually asking your Father for something. So it's not like, if you can, you're making a deal with him. Verse 4. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom, and the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. So remember, at this time, we asked the king of Edom, hey, can we go on your road? It's a long way to go around. We promised not to do this, not to do that, but the king of Edom said, man, if you even touch, if you even look at my water, we'll fucking kill you. I thought we were brothers. Why can't I go through your land? Numbers 21 and 5. And the people spake against Yahweh and against Moses, wherefore had ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth this light bread. So now there's cause and effect. You were just helped, you were just provided a miracle. Now you're talking shit. So let's say I give an order out. I say you got to do your homework, or you can't play video games. Hey, what's up, man?
Nice day, Dave.
Nice day, yep, nice day.
You know what? I feel sorry for you. Ukraine.
Oh yeah. Well, but guess what? Ukraine is doing things that they're supposed to, so the Third World War can get started. So, but guess what? What's going on is just the beginning. It's gonna get worse.
Hey, you know what's this one? If I was president of the United States, you know how we tell them?
What?
Go bomb Russia.
Yeah, go bomb us because they're gonna bomb us, right?
See, but I'd be prepared. I'd tore up.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'd tell them? Hit where he's at.
Yeah. What do you say, right? Putin. But I heard people don't even do what Putin says. I mean, they're like just.
Hey, I got a nickname for him.
yeah. You know what? And if they ever start to parachute down here, we're gonna have ourselves a Russian time. We're gonna start shooting some Russians, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I got a nickname for him. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Poop. Hey, poop.
Yeah, that's good. But these guys hate us. They hate us.
I show them how to eat. I go in there. Drop a bomb. Here's your freaking bomb.
These are I got a couple of things for them. See, my God, he works like this. If I say, help, I need some help. Can you kill these Russians? He'll do it.
So what church you go to?
So we're basically Hebrew Israelites, and the church that we go to is right here, brother. You're part of the church right now.
So you study your Bible too.
Yes, sir. 1611. It has Roman numerals. The words don't even have J's in it. So it's the old English. Like they say, the King's English.
Hey, I can King James.
Yeah, King James.
Guess what?
Yeah, that's good. Oh, nice. That's pretty nice. Because that's the most important gift any man could have, or any person.
Yeah, but then it has the index, it has the reference.
Oh, good.
Then on the bottom, it has the footnotes.
So you got your phone ready. So it's time to do some praying.
And then my mom and dad, when I was younger, they did me about my
Oh, nice. See, that's what we used to do back in the day. Like this, if it was like that, this would have been my grandfather's, and he would have given it to my father, and my father would have given it to me. And I would have given it to my son.
Is that your son?
That's my son. He's 18.
Hey, how are you? How are you, sir?
Good.